And we are live on YouTube.
Awesome. Let's see. So, welcome YouTube audience to Table Read Tuesday's rendition of Galaxy Quest. We have a very intrepid crew this evening. 5 solid folks to read 8 major parts. So we'll be doing a lot of double casting here. And some of us just got our parts literally a few minutes ago. So it'll be a very cold read for some of us, but hopefully a very fun one. We're going to go through and introduce ourselves and who we're playing and where people can find us on social media briefly, and then we'll jump right into the script. So I'm going to just go ahead and start with Jacob, if you're here.
Hello, my name is Jacob Patrick. I'll be playing Jason and a few other things in this amazing movie that I love so much. If you have not watched it, I'm glad you're here, but go watch it. All right. He, him in LA, and just love movies and screenplays, and this one especially. So happy to be here.
All right, let's jump over to player 2, who is Heather.
Hello, my name is Heather Leigh Cameron. I'm an actor, I'm a writer, and I'm a creative freelancer. I live in Lethbridge, Alberta, Canada. Pronouns are she, her. I've done a lot of stuff, some in film, a bit in TV, some online, and some in voice, and some in theater. You can find it all over the internet if you look hard enough. I've also done a lot of writing that you can find all over the internet if you look hard enough. You can find me on social media under Heather Leigh Freelancer on Facebook, The Storm and Latter-day Saint on YouTube, and Heather Leigh Cameron on Instagram. Thank you very much. I'll be playing Gwen. I'll be reading actions and descriptions in section 2 and 4. I'll be playing fan number 2. I'll be playing fan number 4. I'll be playing monster number 1 and tech number 2. I've got a lot of work to do, so I best get to it. Nice.
Awesome.
Entertain you all.
All right, let's jump down to Heather, or not Heather, Vicki. Sorry, that was just Heather.
Hi, I'm Vicki Dykes. I'm in Penhold, Alberta, up in Canada. Today I'll be reading some actions and descriptions in various spots. Lazurus / Alexander, I'm thrilled. I always enjoy playing Alan Rickman characters. Brandon, fan 3, cynical. I can't
Cynical
read
figure.
my own handwriting. Technician 1, Lank, Laleri, I think it is, and Saris. And you can find me on Instagram. I'm YogaGramma10, and I'm on Facebook. I'm Vicki Dykes, and I've recently joined Threads.
Awesome. And we'll jump down to Hayley.
Hi everyone, my name is Hayley Elizabeth Beiermeister. I am thrilled to be doing this movie. Oh my gosh, is it my childhood? And also just, I don't know, just one of the best movies. It's like got an airplane vibe to me. I just like it. The comedy's my favorite. I am so stoked to be playing one of my favorite actors, Sam Rockwell's character of Guy. I will also be doing the alien that has a very funny line in the beginning, the young boy, Teb, the Widow's Peaked alien, Navigator, Kyle, and Quellic, and I will also be doing, and that's a great alien too, and I'll be doing actions and descriptions, and you can find me kind of similarly. I like how Heather says, you can just find me if you try. I don't know. No, I'm kidding. I guess I can shout out my Instagram. It's on private. I'll accept it if you don't seem shady. It's Hasty247. And yeah, if you look hard enough, you can find me on YouTube. And yeah, I'm a local actor from Houston, Texas. And I go by she, her pronouns. And yeah, I just love the craft of acting, Shakespeare, everything. But I love this movie so much. So
The
I'm
Lovely Wanderer.
Yes, I am definitely a cinephile, which sounds weird, but I know it's a word, and I'm gonna keep using it. Find it in the dictionary, right? That's all.
All right. And I am Kat Wilson, and she, her pronouns in Geek Harbor, Washington. Tonight I'll be reading quite a few roles, and I'll probably forget a few of them on the way. So Fred and Tommy on the crew, and Malthasar on the alien ship. Nuru, Cynical Figure 2, the excited alien. Hollister, an alien commander. Leigh, the computer. Fan 5, and action descriptions in 1, 8, and 13. So we'll see if we can keep it all together tonight. That's an awful lot. And pardon us if we have to pause occasionally and say, oh, who's playing that role? Because we'll get a lot of prompting here. But our script tonight is an interesting one because we often get a certain draft of a script, and tonight's script is no different. It is not the final shooting script, it is a draft. But it does indicate on the script when they change the draft numbers, they often change the color of the pages. So our pages will be white and black and white like normal, but we'll see some color coding when we switch from one draft to another. It will say pink draft or green draft or whatever. So we'll just kind of skip over those, but you'll see that those are different iterations of the same script. So hopefully that won't confuse our readers here too much either. But I did highlight those in the script so you can kind of see those.
I think it's cool. Like,
yeah, it is pretty cool because usually we don't know, exactly which. Usually we just get one version. So this would be kind of interesting to see what might have changed between version to version. And it is different than the movie, which I did watch last night. There are some scenes in here that are not in the movie.
Or out of order, totally. I thought it was cool.
Or out of order, totally. Yes.
It.
So.
Yeah.
All right, let's pull that script up here and find that script. Actually, it's open on one of these screens. And let's see, I'll pull it up. All right, move that over here so I can find it. And share. There it is. All right, and I gotta take it back to the top. And I'll make it a little larger for you folks there too as soon as I get to the slider bar. And so you can close the toolbar here. This is a Google document of the script too, so someone went through it, took the time to rewrite the thing. So it's a nice print anyways. All right, is that a large enough size for folks? Yes, no?
That's lovely.
Okay, and then if I can figure out how to close this toolbar, anyone have an idea?
Try the far right side with that arrow pointing up. I don't know if that would work, but
hide the numbers.
yeah.
Control Shift F. There we are. At least that gets a few of it. A little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
All right. Okay, we'll start reading from here then. I believe Hayley is going to start us off.
Awesome. Sounds good. Galaxy Quest by David Howard Robert Gordon. Act and scene numbers added by Taylor. Okay. Teaser. Exterior, outer space. The vastness of space. Suddenly, a hole in the sky opens with a flash, and a spaceship rumbles into view. On its hull, the letters NSEA Protector. Magnificent, though on closer inspection it shudders ever so slightly, denoting pre-CGI model work on a budget. We're watching a TV show.
We're exiting the time knot now, sir.
Interior NSCA Protector Command Deck Space. 5 members of the crew of the NSEA Protector sit in the large circa 1979 high-tech cabin. All of them human except for Dr. Lazurus, a purple reptilian-looking alien. Laredo is age 9. The crewmates exchange relieved smiles.
We're alive. We made it, Commander. We made it.
By Grabhar's hammer, we live to tell the tale.
Systems register functional.
All systems are working, Commander. Commander?
They all turn to look at the commander, who turns to reveal himself dramatically. Good-looking. His acting is classic Charlton Heston. take no prisoner style. He looks around the command deck, worried, almost sniffing the air.
I don't like it. It was too easy. Look for ambient energy fields.
All normal, sir. The entire spectrum.
Check again, Lorado.
Oh, yes, sir. Wait. Oh, no.
His radar lights up with dots. First a few, then hundreds.
They're everywhere. There are time knots opening everywhere.
Impact now, Commander.
Suddenly, an explosion rocks the ship.
A trap.
We're surrounded, Commander. The entire 5K ranking is out there.
Our plasma armor?
Gone, sir.
Another blast rocks the room.
Structural damage at 68%.
We're getting more structural damage. Major structural damage.
It's a core meltdown, sir. It can't be stopped.
The commander turns to his advisor, Lazurus.
Commander, surrender may be our only option.
No. Never give up. Never surrender.
The reactor has eaten through 4 levels, 6 levels. The ship is disintegrating.
Your
No.
orders, sir. Your orders.
The commander walks into close-up, steely determination.
Activate the Omega 13.
The crewmates exchange expectant and terrified glances. Close-up of a crewman's hand as he operates a series of controls which in turn opens 5 layers of mechanical locks, revealing a serious-looking lever. The commander pulls that lever. A machine is revealed, rising from the floor in the middle of the room. It begins to glow. Cut to each actor in turn, reacting dramatically. Then, suddenly, the picture goes white. Leader numbers appear with a studio copyright notice.
Cut to hundreds of faces. Enthralled legions of mostly spotty male-faced adolescent fans staring into the camera. For a moment, all is silent. A few are sobbing, and then a burst of thunderous applause. We're at a science fiction convention. The enthusiastic crowd of fans continue cheering as the Master of Ceremonies guide takes the stage.
Well, there you are! You are the first people to see the Lost Galaxy Quest episode 52 parter since it was originally aired in 82. As most of you know, no concluding episode was filmed when the series was canceled. So, one episode was never included in the syndication run. Let's hear it for Travis Latke, who actually rescued the footage from the studio garbage. Can you believe that? Now for the moment you've all been waiting for. The intrepid crew of the NSEA Protector!
But a stagehand in the wings signals for Guy to stretch.
But first, what is a hero? Let's take a look at a few more clips.
Backstage, here we meet the real-life actors, all dressed as their TV alter egos. Gwen DeMarco, beautiful, in a sexy and improbable bodysuit. Alexander Dane, Dr. Lazurus, wearing green alien prosthetic makeup. Fred Kwan, calmly sitting on an apple box reading the paper. And Tommy Laredo Weber, the youngest of the group. Where the hell is he? An hour and a half late? An hour and a half!
This is great. They're going to start eating each other out there.
He's a twit.
Oh, and did you hear he booked another fan appearance without us?
You're kidding. When for?
Tomorrow morning, before the store opening.
He's a miserable twit.
The guy is terminally selfish.
He ate my sandwich.
What?
A month ago, he ate my sandwich. And he ate Fred's sandwich. Gwen turned to notice Alexander staring into a makeup mirror, eyes roaming over his alien green makeup and scaly rubber features with a mournful expression.
Oh, Alex, get away from that thing.
Dear God, how did I come to this?
Oh, not again.
I played Richard the Second.
5 curtain calls.
Third. 5 curtain calls. I was an actor once. Damn it. Now look at me. Look at me!
Settle down, Alex.
No, I can't go out there. I won't say that ridiculous catchphrase one more time. I won't. I can't.
At least you had a part. You had a character people loved. My TV Guide interview was 6 paragraphs about this bodysuit, about my legs. How did I perfect my trademark side saddle pose? Nobody ever bothered to ask what I do on the ship.
You were the, wait, I'll think of it.
I repeated the computer. It's getting hotter, Commander. The ship is disintegrating, Commander. Nothing I did ever affected the plot, not once. Nothing
Excuse
I
me.
did was ever taken seriously.
Excuse me, I'm an African American playing a 9-year-old Malaysian named Laredo. Hello? Suddenly the rear doors open and Jason Nesmith, the commander, strolls in, all exuberance and charm. Oh, you muted.
Yeah. My friends, your commander has arrived. Am I too late for Alexander's panic attack? Apparently so. That's irregular. You should have it looked at. Lakers are hot. Speaking of which, Gwen, you look spectacular. Oh, what did I do now?
On the convention stage, Guy continues to stall.
Sure, the rocks looked hollow and the sets moved when anyone bumped into them, but we didn't care.
Film clips are projected behind him. On an alien planet, the commander carries the limp body of his advisor, Lazurus, ray guns erupting around him. On the command deck, the crew fights a space battle with crack position teamwork.
For those 4 seasons, from 79 to 82, we, the viewers, developed the same affection for the crew of the NSEA Protector that the crew had for each other. These weren't just adventures and adventurers exploring space. These were friends.
Backstage, the others surrounding Jason, fighting. You said we do appearances together or not at all.
I didn't say that. I said, wouldn't it be great if we could always work together? That's what I said.
Unbelievable.
You are so full of shit.
A few fans built a little set in the garage. I come in for an hour at most. It's nothing.
How much of a nothing? Not enough to split 5 ways, kind of a nothing?
What do you want me to say, Gwen? They wanted the commander.
Suddenly, bright lights stream in. They all turn to see Alexander skulking out of the exit. A beat. Then they all run to catch Alexander, tackling him. On stage, Guy gets a thumbs up cue from a stagehand and begins to introduce the cast to the delight of the applauding fans.
Okay, here we go. Let's hear a warm welcome for crack gunner / navigator, Laredo Tommy Weber.
Tommy comes bounding in with a big smile, his hair mussed. Behind him is a film clip of young Laredo in action. If it's got quantum rackets, I can fly it.
Ship's Tech Sergeant Chen, Fred Kwan.
Fred strolls out with a casual wave. Give me a stick of gun and a hairpin and we're on our way.
Gwen and
Stage, Gwen and Jason are wrestling on the ground with Alexander. Oh, I'm sorry, that's you, isn't it?
No.
Alex, you just can't, you can't just leave.
Oh, can't I? Watch me.
Come on, old friend.
Friend, you stole all my best lines. You cut me out of episode 2 entirely.
the beautiful shipmate Tawny Madison, who plays Gwen DeMarco.
On stage, Gwen takes a stage notably ruffled. In the film clip, Tawny Madison looks around the cabin fearfully. 100 degrees and rising.
It's getting hotter, Commander.
Many appreciative whistles. Gwen forces a smile.
And now, the commander's advisor and closest friend, his peaceful nature ever at odds with the savage warrior inside him. After witnessing the massacre of his entire species as a boy.
We see a split screenshot of Alexander, one mild-mannered, the other a savage beast of vengeance tearing into a foe. Backstage, Jason's still in a wrestling match with Alexander.
You will go out there.
I won't, and nothing you say can...
The show must go on.
Oh, damn you! Damn you!
Dr. Lazurus of Tevmec. Alexander Dane!
On stage, Alex bounds up on the stage, bowing deep with grace and humility, the stage-trained British actor.
By Grothar's hammer, you shall be avenged.
Alex cringes, desperately unhappy.
And finally, my fellow Questarians, the brave commander of the NSEA Protector, Peter, Quincy, Taggert, Jason Nesmith, ha ha!
Jason appears and a spotlight follows him. Unbelievable! He rented a spot! Jason raises his fist, encouraging the fans to cry out.
Jason, oh, never give up, never surrender.
I think that's Jason's lines.
Oh. I thought that was...
Never give up. Never surrender. Damn the Renaissance cannons. Full speed ahead.
The fans go crazy.
We
The
love you,
actors
Commander!
exchange glances.
That's what I wanted to say, I'm sorry.
Sorry, you got one more line
Stop
there.
apologizing. You're doing great, Bruce.
Oh.
Stop apologizing.
The commander and his crew will be signing autographs on Imperial decks B and C, near the Coke machines. Yep.
Oh, it's my turn.
Yep, it's Heather's turn.
Convention, section 2, convention hallway. It's quiet. We're on 4 pairs of boots walking down the hallway. We pan up to reveal 5 serious-looking young people, 4 men and a woman. Clean cut as Disneyland employees and impeccably outfitted in Galaxy Quest-style uniforms. Something odd about them you can't quite put your finger on. For now, we'll refer to them as the peculiar fans. Convention hall. We move with the peculiar fans as they enter the bustling convention floor, making their way past the numerous fans dressed as their favorite Galaxy Quest characters. Through the various booths selling Galaxy Quest and other sci-fi memorabilia, catching snippets of conversation along the way. They pass 2 elaborately costumed alien fans talking.
Yeah, I used to do Gargnor of Aang, but I got a rash from the chest pads, so now I'm Sacknod from episode 5, which is fine, except the transducer pinches when I sit down, you know.
They pass a group of particularly earnest fans at a vendor's booth, also costumed as the 5 Galaxy Quest leads. Their leader, Brandon Uyghur, inspects a seller's model of the Defender contemptuously.
The tail fin is concave, not convex, and the proton reactor is where the influx thermistors should be, and oh my god, is this tester's blue-green number 6 on the hull? This is complete abortion.
With curious glances to this similarly uniformed group, the peculiar fans move past, then come to a halt as they spot Jason up on a raised platform at the front of the hall, signing autographs for a long line of fans. The peculiar fans stare at Jason as though they were in the presence of God. They exchange astonished smiles, then start towards him, the cast table. Tommy, Alexander, and Fred sign autographs at a row of tables near Jason, but significantly lower than his perch.
Is it me, or does his table get higher every convention?
One of many fans, dressed as Dr. Lazurus, steps up to Alexander and salutes him with crossed fists.
By Grabthar's hammer, by the sons of Ravan, I shall avenge you.
Alexander ignores this, grabs the photo from his hand, signs it, thrusts it back. The next fan steps up. By Grabthar's hammer, he signs it and thrusts it back before he can even finish.
Next.
Guy, the MC, approaches the actors at their tables.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, thanks for one nice intro.
Guy, you probably don't remember me, do you? I was on the show in '82, episode 31. Got killed by the lava monster before the first commercial. Crewman number 6.
The actors pretend that they remember him. Oh, right, Guy.
Oh, Guy.
Listen, I was wondering, would you guys mind if I sit in today? See if anyone's interested in an autograph, you never know.
Sure, Guy, if you can stand the excitement. 2 more fans dressed as Alexander's character approach him, proudly chattering at him in the Maktar language.
Don't make me get a restraining order.
Across the room, the peculiar fans are making their way through the crowd toward Jason. We suddenly notice something very strange. The left hand of the tallest one is flickering between a normal hand and a hand with 7 long blue tentacles for fingers. The leader notices and motions to the afflicted man, who raps sharply against a metal blinking box on his belt. The hand becomes normal again. He looks up, nods at the leader. From now on, we'll refer to these 5 as the aliens. At the cast table, Guy now sits with the others, forlorn. No fans are in line for his autograph. He watches as Fred fields questions from the group or fans, led by Brandon.
And Mr. Kwan, in episode 19, when the reactor fused, you used an element from Leopold 6 to fix the quantum rockets. What was that called?
Brevrachium.
The blue sheath it was encasted in?
A bithermal Krevlite housing.
Brandon makes a note, thanks him, and exits with his group.
How do you remember this stuff?
Oh, I make it up. Use lots of K's and V's.
A male fan moves up to Gwen, hands her a picture to sign.
I'm a big fan, Mr. Marco.
Gwen looks at the photo, nonplussed. You really expect me to sign a naked picture of myself? This isn't even my body. Yeah, it's normally fake. With fakes, it's like recycle bin, but this one's really good. Could you not write over the thanks? A fan finally approaches Guy, who looks up eagerly. The fan looks at him quizzically, trying to place him.
Episode 12? Killed by the lava monster?
Laredo, could I get an autograph?
Guy shrugs, disappointed. Gwen gives him a comforting look, then looks across at Jason on his perch, talking dramatically to a group of fans. A young boy watches wide-eyed.
On one hand, if I had moved an inch, the beast would have killed me. On the other hand, my crew was in danger.
How did you know what to do?
Without a crew, I'm not a commander.
He pulls down on the kid's cap.
And we all know what happened to the beast on Enoch 7.
The fans make happy, nerdy, we sure do noise.
We sure do.
At the cast members' table, Gwen shakes her head appreciatively. You gotta admit, they do love him.
Oh, almost as much as he loves himself.
They watch as Jason fields another question from a fan, and our camera between Jason's lines and the rest of the crew.
I'm glad you asked. To me, the most important qualities of a galaxy explorer are loyalty,
To camera center, no matter whose shot you're blocking.
leadership,
To make sure craft service keeps those little butter cookies and plenty of them.
and determination.
To playing scenes shirtless because the ladies do love Commander Perry. Gwen, Alex, and the others try to contain their laughter. Closer angle, Jason's table. Bored with the constant queries of his fans, Jason glances over to see Gwen smiling at him. She quickly looks away. Jason doesn't take his eyes off Gwen as Brandon steps forward, his brow knit with serious matters.
Commander, please settle a dispute that my crew and I are having. In the Quasar dilemma, the sentient had taken control of the ship's guidance systems. However...
Excuse me, guys.
Jason exits. Brandon turns to his friends, frustrated.
I hadn't even gotten to the relevant conundrum.
The cast table. Gwen answers a question from a shy girl.
Miss DeMarco, in episode 15, Mr. Delos 5, I got the feeling that you and the commander kind of had a thing in the swamp when you were stranded together. Did you?
The commander and I never had a thing.
That's her story.
Gwen looks up to see Jason. The girl giggles and exits. Jason smiles at Gwen. What?
You smiled at me.
Rolling her eyes, Gwen rises and walks off. Undaunted, Jason follows, but runs into the 5 aliens. Their leader, Malthasar, bows respectfully, then follows along as Jason pursues Gwen.
Commander, I must speak to you. It is a matter of supreme importance. We are Thermians from the Catula Nebula, and we require your help. I beseech you to come with us back to our ship. A great many lives hang in the balance.
Right. If this is about the thing tomorrow, you can hammer all the details with my agent, but make sure to have a limo from my house. They jammed me into a Toyota the last time I did one of these.
Certainly, but...
Catch me later, okay?
Jason catches up to Gwen. He spins her around dramatically.
Crewman Madison, I'm sorry. Whatever I do next, I have no control over. It's the midst of the strange planet. It's filling my head with such thoughts.
He leans in for a tortured kiss. Some fans gather, delighted by the impromptu show, but Gwen steps aside. It was cute when I didn't know you. She exits. Jason tries to pretend that doesn't hurt. Convention floor. Jason moves forward, introspective, amidst the enthusiastic fans. They all shout out questions and comments to him, but Jason pushes past without response and takes refuge in the men's room. Jason enters to witness the incongruous sight of 4 Menknar beasts at the urinals taking Menknar piss. Jason enters a stall and sits on the lid, trying to get a moment to think. But 2 cynical 20-somethings enter, laughing their keisters off. He can hear their voices echo from the other side. I know what it says. I'm not going to say that, Kat, so thank you.
I'm just correcting the spelling. Vicki, that's you.
You're right. What a freak show. This is frickin' hilarious.
Yeah, what a bunch of losers. Those poor actors. They've done like what? For 20 years? I think Fred Kwan did a dog food commercial. Sad.
Did you hear Nesmith up there? That's the saddest. I think he actually gets off on these nerds thinking he's Space Commander. It's pathetic. And his friends.
Yeah, they hate him. I know. Did you hear them ragging on him? Commander Fury. Furry.
He has no idea that he's a laughing stock, even to his buddies.
They exit. their laughter ringing in Jason's ears. Convention floored Jason's table. Jason is back at his table, signing autographs in a foul mood. He scribbles his name irritably, avoiding contact with the fans as Brennan and his group of aficionados approach him.
Commander, as I was saying, in the Quasar dilemma, you used the auxiliary of Deck B for gamma override, but online blueprints indicate Deck B is independent of the guidance matrix, so we were wondering where the error lies.
It's a television show, okay? That's all. It's just a bunch of fake sets and wooden props. Do you understand?
Yes, but we were wondering.
There is no quantum flux and there is no auxiliary. There is no goddamn ship. You get it?
Jason notices that all eyes are turned on him. The hall has become deathly quiet. Jason rises abruptly and exits through the hall. Brandon and the fans do their best not to take this personally.
Hayley, you're up.
Gotcha. Section 3. Okay, Act 1, Scene 3, after the convention. Interior Gwen's house. Gwen is cooking something intricate and delicious as she talks to Alex on the phone. Her house is tasteful and bright on a budget.
I don't know, Alex. He's never gone quite this far before.
Interior Alexander's apartment, night. Alexander sits at his table, applying spirit gum remover to the edges of his alien head appliance.
I've said for years he's mentally unstable.
He stands and moves to the refrigerator, nothing but a hunk of very rank cheese, which he sniffs disdainfully.
Oh, good. There's nothing to eat.
Why didn't you stop at the market?
I still haven't got this bloody thing off.
You could order something in.
A boy comes to the door.
I don't know. It just wasn't like him.
Yes, oh, poor Jason. As we speak, he's probably out somewhere talking rubbish to a roomful of hangers-on, while here I sit eating Christmas cheese in spring.
Interior Jason's bedroom next morning. Jason sleeps, hungover, dead to the world. His doorbell rings. He barely moves. Every indication is that he's dead. More ringing. He stirs enough to groan and drags a pillow over his head. The ringing continues. Exterior Jason's house. Jason opens the door in his robe, drooping, bloodshot eyes, eyed and squint of a headache. There before him are the aliens, dressed in their perfect Galaxy Quest attire. Jason stares at them, bleary-eyed. With earnest, respectful faces, the five salute him in the classic Galaxy Quest style. Jason shuts the door in their face. Ding dong. The door opens again.
What do you want?
The leader, Malthasar, steps forward, speaks quickly.
Sir, I understand this is a terrible breach of protocol, but please, I beg you to hear our plea. We are Thymians from the Catala Nebula. Our people are being systematically hunted and slaughtered by Rothhar Lazurus of Fatu Cray. Sarus wants the Omega-13. We are here to meet in negotiation. However, our past efforts in this regard have been nothing short of disastrous. The flames, the death. Please, Captain, you are our last hope. We have secured our limousine.
Oh, right. The thing with the thing. Come on in. I'll get some pants on.
The four aliens stand on one side of the room. Jason, mostly dressed, hunts under his couch for something.
Commander, standing here in your presence is the greatest honor we could ever have hoped to have achieved in our lifetimes.
Mostly all they can see of Jason at the moment is his butt.
Thanks. Appreciate it. Anybody seen my other shoe?
Interior Lincoln Limo. Jason sits in the back with Malthasar and the others, half awake.
Sir, I am Nehru, Senior Requisition Officer. Before we travel to the ship, please let me know if you have any requirements. Weapons, documents, personnel.
I could use a Coke.
Hayley. Hayley.
One of the aliens nods.
One of the aliens nods to the other, who makes a note. All right. Hayley, did we lose you?
Oh no.
You've got Teb here. Are you watching the screen?
Oh, sorry, I'm here now. I was also always here. My thing glitched. Okay, I'm good. Sir, I'm Teb. Wait, yes, okay.
Yep.
Sir, I am Teb. I would like to explain history between our people and the Saurus Dominion in great detail. In the 5 million years following the Great Nebula burst, our people were one.
What about him? Doesn't he talk?
His translator is broken. The fourth alien says something, but it comes out a weird mix of sounds, like a screaming baby inside a bagpipe.
Okay, Doki. So listen, I had a late night with a Cree-Morian finger beast, so I'm going to just shut my eyes for a bit, but go on. I'm listening to every word.
Jason is asleep before Tab gets the next sentence out.
Section 5, Act 2, Scene 2, Welcome to the Protector 2. Interior Receiving Quarters, Protector 2. Jason is shaken softly by the shoulders. He opens his eyes to see a young female crewman, Leigh. We hear a low rumble.
I'm sorry to wake you, sir, but your presence is requested on the command deck.
Jason tries to reorient himself as she leads him forward. Interior hallway, the Protector 2. Leigh escorts Jason down to the high-tech hallway. Jason looks around, still holding his can of Coke.
And sir, Saris has moved the deadline. We are approaching his ship at the Ni Delta now. He wants an answer to his proposal. I understand you have been briefed?
Yeah, I got most of it in the car. He's the bad guy, right?
Oh, yes, sir. He is a very bad man indeed. He has tortured our scientists, put us to work in the gallium arsenide mines, captured our females for his own demented purposes.
Okay, I have got the picture. You have pages, or do you want me to just go for it?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Script pages. Never mind. Let's just see what old Saris has to say for himself.
Malthasar approaches with other crew members.
Commander, welcome to the Protector 2. Would you like to don your uniform?
Mind if we skip that? I have to get back pretty quick for this thing in Van Nuys.
As you wish.
Another alien comes running up out of breath.
Sir, it's Saris. He's here.
Interior command deck, a door slides open, and Jason and the others enter the command deck. It's straight out of the TV show. Blinking lights, consoles, the cool old tech displays, but a bit dark. Jason looks around, genuinely impressed, still wearing his glasses.
Not bad. Usually it's painted cardboard boxes in a garage.
They lead him to the commander's chair. He sits.
Sir, we apologize for operating in low power mode, but we are experiencing a reflective flux field this close to the galactic axis.
No problem. This thing have a cup holder?
This situational analysis, Commander?
What's your name?
Glass, sir?
Jason signs his autograph and hands it back. There you go.
We're approaching in 5 ticks, sir. Command to slow.
Jason looks towards the front window, view screen. Stars move past in a familiar display.
Sure, set the screensaver on 2. Sorry. I didn't mean to break the mood. Slow to Mark 2, Lieutenant.
A ship appears on the screen, growing closer. It is a menacing craft, sharp and jagged, with a gargoyle-shaped figurehead. Then the view screen fuzzes to life with an image of Cyrus. He's ugly and green-hued, black sharp teeth, a metal hand. He hisses. There's a beat as the aliens take in the sight, trying to well their courage. I see fear. That is expected. They bring a new commander. Oh, such a cowardly species. Not even our own kind. No matter. Here are my demands, and I would suggest, Commander, that you think well before speaking a word, because these negotiations are tender, and if I do not like what I hear, there will be blood and pain, as you cannot imagine. Jason takes a sip of Coke and checks his watch. First, I require the Omega-13. Second...
Okie dokie, let's fire blue particle cannons full, fire red particle cannons full, fire Gannet magnets left and right, fire pulse catapults from all the chutes, and throw this thing at him too. Killer.
He hands the gunner the empty Coke can, and then before even waiting for the weapons to reach their target, he exits. Hallway. Jason emerges and looks both ways, trying to get his bearings. Several of the aliens chase after him as he enters the corridor, exchanging stunned dances. Yeah, trying to absorb the magnitude of what just happened.
Commander, where are you going?
Home.
You mean Earth?
Yeah, Earth. Time to get back to Earth, kids.
He turns a corner. Jason is oblivious to the muffled sounds of explosions, traces of the demolition going on outside.
But Commander, the negotiation. You fired on him.
Right. Long live... what's your planet?
Theramin?
Long live Theramin. Take a left here.
But what if Sarah survives?
Oh, I don't think so. I gave him both barrels.
He has a very powerful ship. Perhaps you would like to wait to see the results of...
I would, but I am really late. And the 134's a parking lot, the 134, after 2. But listen, the guy gives you any more trouble, just give me a call.
Malthasar produces a walkie-talkie device for Jason.
An interstellar vox?
Thanks.
Malthasar looks him in the eye. A tear starts down his cheek. He hugs Jason and then shakes his hand sincerely.
How can we thank you, Commander? You have saved our people.
It was a lot of fun. You kids are great.
The others shake his hand, thanking him as they enter the interstellar pod room, a room with a very high circular ceiling. The aliens continue thanking Jason as they lead him to the center of the room. Jason realizes he's left all alone in this strange room with no visible doors. Jason is suddenly aware that he is standing on a glowing red disc.
Wait, where's the car?
Suddenly, a clear cylinder rises from the disc and conforms around him, encasing him in a clear bullet-shaped container. There is only an instant to register surprise as the ceiling divides and an awe-inducing rotating starfield is revealed. The walls pull back around him, and Jason finds himself surrounded by the infinite vastness of space. And his face is a mask of horror in the split instant as Jason, in his pod, is rocketed forward into space.
Hayley, are you back?
Yes. Here we go. Black, Jason's yard. We pull back slowly from the iris of Jason's eye. He is now standing on the red disc in the middle of his own backyard. He stands there in shock, teeth chattering, shivering in waves and waves from the incomprehension of what he's just experienced, unable to move from the snot. Interior Brandon's garage, Tarzana, dusk. Crickets chirp. Inside the open garage, a suburban house sits Brandon and his friends in their uniforms, surrounded by homemade spaceship interior constructed of painted cardboard boxes and Christmas lights. Brandon and his friends look very disappointed. The commander never showed up. Exterior computer store parking lot, morning. Gwen, Alexander, Tommy, Fred, and Guy perform for the store's grand opening. A small crowd is gathered, including Brandon and his gang, inspecting a mock-up of the Protector.
Take it from us. We've been all over the universe.
But we've never seen the space age values we've seen here. Techco Electronics Superstore.
Alexander pauses, deeply ashamed. Gwen nudges him.
By Graf Barthar's hammer, what a savings.
A few balloons are released into the air. Computer store later. The actors hand out pamphlets and sign the occasional autograph. Fred pats Alexander's back, who stares ahead, morose. Around the corner, Jason appears, looking around with disoriented yet exhilarated twinkle in his eye. He spots his friends and starts quickly toward the cast table, but runs smack into the group of fans led by Brandon. Brandon and Jason go down, along with an armful of Galaxy Quest collectibles.
Commander, my apologies.
Brandon is nudged by his friend Kyle.
Commander, evidently we had miscommunication regarding yesterday's scheduled voyage, and it's...
But Jason, still in a haze, simply gathers his things and walks off. The other nerds look at Brandon. You dissed us again, Brandon!
He probably he has some important business to attend to.
Maybe we should just start a Star Trek club.
The others turn, silent, incredulous. Brandon looks at Hollister with hard, cold eyes. Pacino's scene with Frito.
Don't ever say that to me again.
He walks away. The others stare at Hollister. Actors' table. The actors look up to see Jason approaching.
Do you know what time it is? Why did you even bother to show up?
Jason has so much to say he can't get a word out. Gwen notices his wrinkled, slept-in clothing and wild eyes.
Jason, are you all right?
Jason points to the sky, grasping for words.
I was there. Up there. They came to the convention. I thought they were fans, but they're not. They took me up to their ship. They're called Thermians or Phaeacians. I don't know. I was a little hungover. But what they built, it's incredible. I fought this man, this thing called Ceres. I kicked his butt. And they have these pods. One took me through a black hole. I know. I know what you're thinking, but I can prove it. Look, they gave me this.
He searches his pockets frantically and produces the interstellar Vox. The thing blinks its little red light. He motions victoriously. The others exchange glances, then produce their own blinking Voxes and set them on the table.
Yes, but can you talk to people in space on yours? Protector, this is the commander. Come in, Protector.
The others exchange glances again. Alexander turns to Gwen.
Oh, God, what an ass.
Come in, Protector. Protector!
Tommy rolls up his sleeve, ready to fight.
That's it. It's go time.
Don't do it, Tommy. He's not worth it.
Jason notices a label on his Vox that reads, "Property of Brandon Weegar." He looks around for Brandon.
This isn't mine. Wait, where's the kid?
You know, it's one thing to treat us this way, but how can you do this to your fans?
Jason looks up and sees the young woman we recognize as Thermian Laliari. She's flanked by two young crewmen.
Oh, begging your pardon, Commander. We come with news. Saras lives. He was able, upon your departure, to make an escape. However, he has contacted us and wishes to surrender. We humbly implore you to return with us to negotiate the terms.
Jason looks at Laliari, then turns back to the others, his experience twinkling in his eyes.
They want me back, and I want you all to come. You have to come with me. It'll be the most amazing experience of your lives. We're going to negotiate an alien general's surrender in space. You have to, guys. Guys?
They have begun to walk away, one by one, in disgust. Only Gwen remains. She looks at Jason.
Gwen, you know me. I'm a lot of things, but I'm not crazy.
But Gwen shakes her head and walks off. Interior electronics store, shipping warehouse near dock. Jason inspects himself in a mirror. He meticulously suits his commander's insignia, fastens a stray buckle, carefully picks a piece of linen off his shirt. Then he looks into his own eyes for a long moment. Finally turning to Laliari, a smile, eyes glistening. Nearby, a pod disc on the floor glows.
I'm ready.
Interior dressing room. The actors enter their dressing room.
You should have let me hit him.
I don't know, guys. I mean, he almost looked sincere. I know it's bizarre.
Well, I think we should have taken the gig. I mean, who knows the next time he'll ask us?
They all slowly turn to Fred. Of course, he was talking about a gig. Electronics store. The actors hurry through the aisles to the back of the store. Gwen shouts to an employee stocking shelves.
Commander, come through here?
The employee points to the back, taken with Gwen's beauty. Interior, electronics store warehouse near dock. Gwen, Alex, and the others enter and look around. Laliari is still in the room alone. She lights up as they enter, finally.
We're coming too.
Wonderful. The commander had me continue transmitting in the hopes you would change your mind. Protector, requesting 6 interstellar pods for immediate departure.
Tommy rolls his eyes at Gwen. These fans. But Gwen suddenly notices the pod discs glowing beneath their feet.
Guys!
Alex tries to step off the disc, but it moves to follow him.
What in the world? I look forward to meeting you all in person.
And with that, Laliari blinks and vanishes. She was simply a hologram transmission. Full realization hits Gwen.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Section 7, Act 2, Scene 4, the docking station. Interior NCEA Protector Docking Station, Pod Bay, Deep Space. The room lights brilliantly with a series of flashes in rapid succession. The pods arrive with a flash through a hatch in the ceiling. They unfold to reveal Gwen, Alexander, Tommy, and Guy, who stand paralyzed and teeth chattering. They look like a bunch of horrified bowling pins all facing toward a metal hatch. Beyond it, they register the sound of wet footsteps growing closer. Their eyes widen as they see the hatch open, revealing a group of 5 horrible tentacle drooling, scragging alien monsters who surround our visitors, probing them with jagged devices Then one of the monsters looks down at a mechanism on his belt.
Oops. Crewman, your skins. Activate your e-skins.
The monsters all flip switches on their belts. Their forms become human, uniformed as ship's technicians.
Our most sincere apologies. We forgot about our appearance generators.
Then Jason appears in the doorway, wearing a big, warm smile.
Guys, you came!
They stand there, still paralyzed and terrified.
Okay, who wants the grand tour?
Guy is now relaxed enough to let out the loudest, most genuine scream you've ever heard in your life.
Okay, Guy, anybody else?
Then another streak of light, and Fred appears alongside the others. He steps off the disc, unaffected.
Oh, that was a hell of a thing. What's wrong with them?
Jason smiles. Nothing gets to Fred. Interior protector docking structure hallway. Jason leads Gwen, Alexander, Tommy, Guy, and Fred down the hall. They shuffle toward the recent hospital releases, looking around silent and dumbfounded at their surroundings. Occasional involuntary jerks of their limbs, evidence of their horrifying journey.
That's right. Just keep shaking it off. Here, have some gum. It helps.
Where are we?
23rd quadrant of Gamma Sector. I can show you on a map.
Then Malthasar appears, coming down the hall with a small group of aliens. He has a warm smile on his face.
Welcome, my friends. I am Malthasar. On behalf of my people, I wish to thank you from the deepest place in our hearts.
He reaches out to shake their hands respectfully.
Dr. Lazurus, Lieutenant Madison, young Laredo, how you've grown, Tech Sergeant Jen, and...
He looks at Guy quizzically, not sure who he is.
Crewman 6? Call me Guy.
You know us?
I do not believe there is a man, woman, or child on my planet who does not. In the years since we first received your ship's historical documents, we have studied every facet of your missions, technologies, and strategies.
Historical documents?
Yes, 18 years ago we received transmissions of the first. It continued for 4 years, and then stopped as mysteriously as it came. You've been watching the show, the historical records out here? Yes, in the last 100 years, our society has fallen into disarray. Our goals, our values had become scattered. But since the transmission, we have modeled many aspects of our society from your example, and it has saved us. Your courage, teamwork, friendship through the adversity.
They all exchange glances.
In fact, all you see around you comes from the lessons garnered from their historical documents.
That's why you built this ship?
It's incredible.
Oh, this? No, this isn't the ship. This is only the starport for the ship. You want to see the ship?
He pushes a button and a door opens leading to a docking pod. Interior docking pod. They enter. He pushes another button and the doors close, and the transport starts moving. As it clears a wall, we see out of the window a magnificent and breathtaking view of the enormous NSEA protector docked in front of the... They all gawk at the amazing sight, their eyes wide like children. Oh my God, it's real!
All this from watching the historical records?
Yes, and your supplementary technical documents, of course.
He motions to another alien who withdraws a number of brightly colored books and boxes from a backpack. The actors look through the various fan books and entertainment software bearing such titles as the official Galaxy Quest Blueprints, NSEA Protector, and Virtual Galaxy Quest, the CD-ROM experience. The actors exchange glances, and then Tommy begins to giggle. Alex looks at him, at the fan stuff, then out at the enormous ship, and he begins to laugh too. The others join in laughing like maniacs, hysterical, disbelieving laughter as they head toward the giant ship. Interior Protector Corridor. The group walks down the corridor, peeking into various rooms, more awestruck every second. As they pass each room, the crew members inside salute. Female crew members pass occasionally, saluting and offering hello commanders to Jason. This does not escape Gwen's notice. Guy always seems to be just outside the group, a little late, always trying to see between their heads.
The medical quarters are to the left.
The actors whisper to Jason all at once.
What the hell is going on here?
Jason, what have you gotten us into?
I don't believe this. It's insane.
Wow, the floors are really clean.
Calm down, everybody. We're just here to negotiate General Sarah's surrender.
Just?
Weapon storage.
It's perfectly safe, I promise.
A maintenance facility.
Jason, this is crazy. We should get out of here.
Situations room. Dining hall.
You want to go home? Fine. Say the word, and we'll go home and feed the fish and pay the bills and fall asleep with the TV on and miss out on this. Is that really what you want? Anybody?
A beat. Clearly nobody wants to leave. A beat.
The main barracks.
200 crewmen rise to attention. Jason salutes back.
At ease, men.
Like throwing gasoline on a fire. Alex turns to Guy, who is smiling ear to ear. What?
I'm just jazzed to be on the show, man.
Generator room. The group enters. The centerpiece of the room is a large pulsating orb. And when the orb dims, we see its surface has a rocky texture, like a large boulder. Many techs scurry about, tending the surrounding measurement devices.
The generator room. A beryllium spear, of course. I hope Tech Sergeant Chen that this meets with your approval.
Fred runs his finger along a gleaming copper tube with authority.
Fine. Real clean.
3 younger crewmen approach and whisper to Malthasar. They argue a bit, and then Malthasar reticently approaches Fred.
Tech Sergeant Chen, I am sorry to ask this of you so shortly after your arrival, but members of our reactor staff have a question they find most pressing.
Sir, we have had unexplained proton surges in our Delta unit. They cannot be verified on the sub-frequency spectrum, but appear on the valence detector when scanning the beryllium sphere. We are unable to resolve this problem, and we're hoping you would be able to advise us. Everyone turns to Fred. Silence.
I see. Well, that's a puzzler, isn't it?
The others exchanged glances, wondering what he'll say, and then Fred turns to one of the techs.
You. What do you think?
Possibly the variance bonds have shifted bilaterally.
What does that mean?
What does that mean? Yes, I see. Yes, it means that perhaps the bonding molecules have become covalent.
Covalent.
Yes.
Right.
That's
So
So our solution is to introduce a bonding substrate, 2-molecule compound sharing a free electron, and bombard the ions with the reflective isotopes.
okay.
The other techs grin, astonished. Of course, it's so obvious.
Sergeant Chen, you're a genius.
Fred waves off the praise modestly. Malthasar shoots a look to Lang as if to say, "We're in good hands here."
Now I suggest that you rest before we take the ship out of dock. These crewmen will escort you to your quarters.
Interior media room. Tommy's escort, Niru, hands over various weapons to a grinning Tommy.
Here is your valence shield, your vox, your magneto pistol. We know you prefer a sensitive trigger. If anything else you require? No, I'm good, thanks. Oh, wait. Here you go.
Tommy stuffs a couple of bucks into Nero's hand. Nero looks at the tip, perplexed, and exits. Interior hallway. Alex's young escort, Quellic, leads him down the hall.
Dr. Lazurus, I hope that I am not breaching protocol, but I am so very humbled to stand in your presence. I have studied your missions extensively. Though I am Thermion, I have lived my life by your philosophy, by the code of the Mukhtar.
Oh, well, good. That's very, nice.
By Grandfather's hammer, Dr. Lazarus.
Don't do that. I'm not kidding.
I'm sorry, sir. I was only.
Oh, just don't.
Yes, sir. Your quarters, sir.
Interior, Alex's quarters. Quellic opens the door and they enter. The room is a gray square, completely barren. This is it.
Yes, sir. Marvelous, isn't it? Completely distractionless.
Where's my bed? Quellic pushes a button and 6 large spikes rise from the floor.
Just as on your home planet, sir. If I may, it took me 3 years to master the spikes, but now I sleep with a peace I never thought possible.
Is that the bathroom?
Yes, sir. The use of your waste facilities were strangely absent from the historical records, so we had to extrapolate purely on the basis of your anatomy.
Interior, Alex's bathroom. They enter. Alex looks down at a thing that looks more like a torture device in a toilet, with elaborate tubes and stirrups and plugs going everywhere.
You're quite complicated, sir.
Alex stares at the thing, despairingly. Interior, Gwen's cabin, an exotic and beautiful room. Gwen is changing into her Galaxy Quest uniform. There's a knock on the door.
It's Jason.
1 minute, Hey, I'm dressing.
Oh, come on. It's not like I haven't.
She finishes and turns. They just look at each other for a moment. Gwen breaks out into a smile, trying to find the words.
Yeah, I know.
I just can't believe it. Any of it. Look at this room. They designed it based on the Tuaran pleasure ship from historical document 37. Oh, and wait, listen to this. Computer,
Yes.
what's the weather like outside?
There is no weather in space.
I never get tired of that joke.
Let me try. Computer.
Only answers to me.
But I'm the commander.
On the show, I talk to the computer and repeat what it says. So that's what they built.
Come on. We're wanted up on the command deck.
But Gwen holds her ground.
Wait. When are you going to tell them
Tell them about...
who we are? Don't you think they're going to be pissed?
Are you kidding? I'm not going to tell them.
Well, you have to tell them. What if something happens? We're actors, not astronauts. We can't do this stuff.
It's not stuff. I mean, anybody can learn the stuff. The important thing is commitment. 99% of anything is just committing to it.
99% of acting is commitment. Acting. Stella Adler never meant a resonance canon. She taught acting.
Gwen moves towards the door.
Hey, where are you going?
We have no right to do this. They deserve to know.
Gwen, come on, wait, no.
Just then the door opens. Lalieri enters.
Oh, Lieutenant Madison, the females of the ship have requested your imprint for archival purposes at the proposed Tawny Madison Institute for Computer Research. Gwen looks at Lalieri, her eyes softening as she imprints her hand in a glowing pad.
The Tawny Madison Institute.
Jason smiles. He knows he's got her.
Well, maybe we could stay a little longer.
She brushes past Jason and they exit. Interior hallway, Jason and Gwen turn a corner and join up with Tommy, Alexander, and Guy. They keep walking toward the command deck.
What's going on?
I think we're going to exit the spaceport.
That should be something to see. Interior command deck. They enter and gawk at the familiar hub, waiting for the show to start, not realizing they are the show.
If you would all take your positions.
Right.
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 Yes,
Of course.
They take their positions, marveling at the familiar control panels in front of them. Tommy turns to Guy.
Oh, look, this thingy. I remember I had it all worked out. This was forward, back. Commander, some of the crew have requested to be present at this historical moment.
Malthasar motions to, and a few crewmen enter, followed by a dozen more, followed by 50 more. They stand around the periphery of the room, watching eagerly. Tommy turns to Guy.
No pressure, huh? I'm glad I'm not the commander.
Okay, Laredo, take her out.
Everyone in the room turns their attention to Tommy. His sarcastic smile drops.
Excuse me?
They designed the ship from watching you. So take her out, Lieutenant.
Tommy stares down at his control panel. It's pretty self-explanatory. A throttle and a circular dial for direction, but daunting nonetheless.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Sure.
Everyone's eyes are glued to him as he moves the throttle forward slightly. The engines come to life. A massive, exhilarating sound. Tommy giggles nervously. His hand trembles as he pushes the throttle further. The ship starts to move. The actors exchange worried glances.
Oh, God. Oh, my God.
Exterior ship. You can feel the weight of the giant craft as it eases forward, sliding through the sides of the dock. Command deck. Everyone watches the forward monitor. Tommy turns the navigation dial slowly. Guy whispers to him, "More to the left. Stay parallel. Stay parallel."
Hey, you want to drive?
Exterior start dock. Indeed, the ship is slightly off course. It's like trying to get out of a tight parking space with concrete walls to either side. And the ship is veering ever so slightly into one of the walls. Interior command deck. Tommy turns the dial to correct, but it looks like the momentum might carry the ship into the wall anyway. Tom pegs the dial to the left. The others hold their breath as the bow of the ship moves closer and closer to the wall. Then It touches. The sound of a soft but high-pitched
Oh, shit!
exterior star dock. The ship is stopped, just grazing the wall ever so slightly. Interior command deck. All eyes are on Tommy. He doesn't know what to do. Should he continue forward? Or back up? And scrape again for shore? The classic parking lot dilemma, magnified by 10,000. Tommy grasps the throttle and moves it slightly forward. He keeps going. In too deep to back out now. And the ship continues to scrap for a couple of horrid seconds as it completes the curve. And then it's free. The beautiful craft glides slowly out to open space. Jason and the others let out a sigh of relief.
Very good, Lieutenant. Forward, Mark II.
Tommy smiles, relieved. He pushes throttle to the 2.
Mark II, Commander.
Exterior ship. The ship glides out of space, only a relatively minor scrape of the paint job to show for the incident.
That's still you, Hayley.
Oh, interior dining hall. The crew and various aliens sit around at the large table eating an extravagant meal. Malthasar makes a toast.
To our brave guests, few in this universe have the opportunity to meet their heroes. We are blessed to count ourselves amongst them.
Wherever a distress signal sounds among the stars, we'll be there. This fine ship, this fine crew, never give up, never surrender.
Everyone clinks glasses. Quellic tips his hat to Alexander as Teb turns to Tommy. We are sorry about the instrumentation, Lieutenant Laredo. There must have been a malfunction in the steerage mechanism.
Just see that it doesn't happen again.
Yes, sir. How are you enjoying your food, Lieutenant Madison?
Oh, it's fantastic. French is my favorite.
Yes, we programmed the food synthesizer for each of you based on the regional menu of your birthplace. Are you enjoying your Capmock blood ticks, Dr. Lazurus? Alexander, miserable, toys with a bowl of living insects swimming in a disgustingly vomit-textured broth.
Just like Mother used to make.
He pushes the bowl away, nauseated. Dissolve 2, dining hall later. The actors are wilted, half asleep, and as Jason goes on.
The beast roared, and I plunged my knife in again and again. I held on for dear life as it thrashed about. And that was the day I learned the Cleve serpent bleeds red. What price, man? What price, man?
Tell me, Malthasar, this Saris bloke we're flying to meet, what is it he wants exactly?
For years, Saris has plundered the resources of our planet, our people, our technologies. We built this ship in order to find a new planet to settle, one far away from Saris. We are not a people accustomed to confrontation. We are scientists. This ship was our salvation.
A tick jumps off of Alexander's spoon back into the soup.
But Saris found out about our plans just as we had completed the construction of the Protector 2. He heard about the device, the Omega-13.
The Omega-13? Why does that sound so familiar?
The lost footage at the convention. The mysterious device in our last historical document.
What is it? What does it do? We don't know.
But you built one, right?
We built something from the blueprints and what references we could find on your internet. Our computer neural nets made educated guesses in areas we were uncertain. So there is actually much about the device we don't even understand. We were hoping you could enlighten us.
Well, this was a device we discovered on an alien planet. We don't know what it does either.
Why don't you just turn it on and see?
It has at its heart a reactor capable of generating unthinkable energy. If we were mistaken in our construction by even the slightest calculation, the device would act as a molecular explosive, causing a chain reaction that would obliterate all matter in the universe.
Let me at the switch.
Malthasar, has Saurus seen the historical records?
No, thank God he has not.
Then how did he find out about the device?
Our former commander was not strong.
Former commander?
I'm sorry. You deserve to be shown.
He nods to a crewman who pushes a button. A wall panel moves aside to reveal a large view screen. An image appears with a lot of static, and the sound cuts in and out.
The tape was partially demagnetized as it was smuggled off of Ceres's ship.
But through the static we can make out an image. The former commander, in alien form, is strapped to a metal board. Each of his wrists and ankles is secured with a mechanical device and twisted in different directions.
Originally, one of our own tried to lead.
On screen, Saurus standing over the alien with a control panel.
Is that all? You have no more to confess to me? No, after 3 days of this, you still require incentive?
Saurus moves, switches on the panel. The device pulls at the alien's limbs, twisting them horribly. Bones crackle.
I say again, I have told you all I know. To my shame, I have told you everything. If you have any mercy within you, please let me die.
Oh, I shall, when I grow weary of the noises you make. My little plaything, be assured you shall die.
Saurus toys with his control panel. Mercifully, the screen fuzzes up with static and we can only hear the bone-chilling screams. We pan around the table, past Gwen, Alexander, Tommy, Guy, their mouths open in horror as they watch the screen. Camera stops on Jason. He stares, the blood draining from his face. Interior, hallway. The actors walk down the hallway behind Jason, panicked.
We're leaving, Jason. We're leaving now.
Let me think. I need time to think.
He wants to think?
No, Jason, that's a wrap. There's nothing to think about.
Listen, I'm not even supposed to be here. I'm just Crewman 6. I'm expendable. I'm the guy in the episode who dies to prove that the situation is serious. I'm leaving now. Malthasar comes running up, looking distressed.
Commander?
Malthasar, I need you to prepare pods for my crew.
Your crew? What about you?
Jason looks torn. He starts to say something, but...
Begging your commander's pardon, sir, but we cannot launch pods at this moment. Saurus will surely detonate any objects leaving the deck. Yes, sir, he's here now. Your presence is required on the command deck.
Everyone reacts, alarmed, and we, Interior command deck. The actors enter the empty deck, followed by Malthasar.
There's nobody here, Jason.
Malthasar, maybe we should get some of your crew up here.
I thank you for your consideration to our pride, but while my people are talented scientists, our attempts to operate our own technologies under tactical simulation have been disastrous.
He leans over to Gwen's computer station as she sits and pushes a button.
I have raised Saurus on Zeta frequency.
Great, thanks.
Still, Malthasar, your crew may nonetheless be helpful in certain...
But he is interrupted by the sight of Saurus appearing on the large view screen. Saurus now wears a metal eye patch and has a long scar across his cheek.
We meet again, Commander.
The crew stares at Saurus, a frightening visage.
Yes, hi, Saurus. How you doing?
Better than my lieutenant. He failed to activate ship's neutron armor as quickly as I'd hoped on our last encounter.
He brings into view a stake with the impaled head of his former lieutenant.
Right. Well, listen, I'm sorry about that whole thing before. It was kind of a misunderstanding. I'm sure we can work this out like reasonable people. How's the that going to heal up? God, I hope so. I just feel awful about that.
Deliver the device now, or I will destroy your ship.
Listen, I would like to, but frankly, I'm not even sure where it is, or even...
You have 10 seconds.
All right, you got it. You win. I'll deliver it now. Just give me a moment to set it up.
Jason motions to Gwen to cut the transmission. Gwen nods.
All right, now, nobody panic. I've dealt with this guy before. Believe me, he's as stupid as he is ugly.
Jason.
We're going to fire everything we've got at him, all right?
Jason!
You just keep pushing those buttons, those there, send everything at him, okay?
Guy looks at the buttons labeled with icons of armaments. Okay.
All right, put me back on with him.
I'm trying to tell you, you are on with him.
Perhaps I am not as stupid as I am ugly, Commander.
Jason turns to Gwen, horrified.
I made the cut the line gesture. You nodded okay.
I thought it was the we're dead gesture. I was agreeing. Like I know where the hold button is.
Listen, Saurus, you can't blame me for trying.
Of course not.
Guys, red thingy, moving toward the green thingy. Red thingy. It's moving toward the green thingy.
What?
Guy motions to the radar screen. The red blip is about to impact. I think we're the green thingy.
A present for you, Commander.
Crap. Turning. Gonna get out of...
The shit is pounded by a torpedo blast. Ship. Now unlike the run back and forth, shake the camera explosions of the TV show, the result is jarringly brutal. The side slamming a Hummer at 70 miles per hour. The entire crew goes flying from their positions and into the walls. The lights flicker. They exchange glances, for the first time, bona fide fear in their eyes. This is real. Then another blast sends them crumpled against the walls and objects like rag dolls. The pain is palpable as they try to get back to their stations.
We've got to get out of here.
Tommy looks at the sparkling map of lights on his dash.
Where?
Just go. Go, damn it. Punch. Go.
Tommy punches the red button. They all hold for dear life as the ship roars forward across the path of Saurus' ship.
They're turning. They're coming.
An explosion rocks the ship. Then another. And another.
The ship is sustaining structural damage.
Guys, we're sustaining structural damage.
Faster, Tommy. Get us out of here.
It's as far as it goes.
They're still behind us.
We should have a turbo. I'm always saying activate turbo boosters, right?
Could be this.
Push it! Hold it down!
He pushes the turbo. The ship begins to vibrate.
The enemy is matching velocity.
The enemy is matching velocity.
We heard it the first time.
Dude, I'm doing it. I'm repeating the darn computer.
Suddenly, an image of Fred down in the generator room appears on the side view screen. Yeah. He's taking it all in stride.
Hi guys, listen, they're telling me the generators won't take it. The ship's breaking apart and all that, just FYI.
The view screen goes black. The ship roars forward.
We've got to stop.
We stop, we die. Keep holding the thrusters down, Tommy.
You don't hold a thruster down. It's for quick boosts.
Like you know.
The ship groans and creaks, then a loud klaxon sounds.
I remember that sound. That's a bad sound.
Jason looks forward. In the distance is an amorphous mass.
Maybe we can lose them in that cloud.
I don't think that's a cloud.
As they approach, the cloud reveals itself to actually be thousands upon thousands of slowly rotating octahedrons.
Malthasar, what is that?
It's a Thothian minefield left over from the Great War of 12185.
Their jaws drop as they see the vast army of mines.
May I get the check?
The ships are gaining.
Do your best, Tommy.
Oh, God.
The first mine hits, rocking the ship. Boom! Tommy swerves to avoid it, running into another mine, then another. Tommy couldn't do worse if you were aiming for them.
Could you possibly try boom? Not to hit boom. Every boom, single boom one.
They're drifting toward me. I think they're magnetic.
Exterior, protector. The ship hurtles forward through the minefield, taking considerable damage as the mines impact. Pieces of the ship fall off behind it. Interior, Saris's ship, calm. Saris watches the protector fly into the almost certain death of the minefield. His lieutenant flies ahead eagerly.
Continue forward, sir. Patience, Lieutenant. Patience.
Interior command deck.
We're almost through. Come on. Hold.
The ship is now vibrating horribly. It groans and creaks. Then rivets start to pop, sending deadly projectiles flying.
We have to stop.
Front armor is gone. Just slow it down a little.
No, we're almost through.
Oh, don't be insane. Stop. Full stop.
Keep going, keep going.
What do I do? What do I do?
And then, suddenly, a loud grinding noise. Then silence. The vibrating stops. Gwen looks up from her radar screen.
What's happening? What's happened?
The engines are dead. We're drifting.
Are they behind us?
No. I don't think so. Wait. They're not, but something is. Oh my God.
They look out the rear view screen to see 24 magnetic mines bearing down on them in a cluster.
Down!
They barely have time to brace themselves as the ship is rocked by waves of explosions. They hit the floor and try to ride it out. Ooh, it's brutal. Exterior ship. The last of the mines explodes, and the ship is sent tumbling lifelessly end over end through space. The exterior lights are dark, the only shiny hole now blackened and ragged. Interior command deck. The deck looks dead and empty. Smoke is in the air. The lights are dim. The sirens have stopped. It's completely silent. The crew slowly emerges from behind panels and equipment, bruised and bloodied. Jason moves to Gwen.
Are you all right? Tommy, where's Tommy?
They hear a groan. Tommy is crumpled against the wall, his arm twisted impossibly. He's in agony.
Oh, it's broke. Oh, God. Oh, God. I'll take him to medical quarters.
They exit, limping. Alexander rises, moves past Jason. Blood trickles down his forehead. In a mocking tone,
Go into the cloud
Alex, where are you going?
to see if there's a pub.
he exits. The others turn to Jason, their faces sooty, their clothing torn and bloody.
Interior ship strategy room. The crew sits around the room licking their wounds. Alexander nurses a blue beverage. Tommy examines a high-tech metallic cast on his arm.
Forward thrust shaft, 87%. Left vector guards, 96 damage. Level 5 structural breaches in quadrants 32, 34, 40, 43, 58.
And the engines.
Computer, what about our engines? Why don't we have power?
The beryllium spear has fractured under stress.
It's fractured.
Can it be repaired?
Computer, can it be repaired?
Negative. The beryllium spear will have to be replaced.
We need another one.
Shit, that's the beryllium sphere. That's bad.
You broke the ship. You broke the bloody ship! I told you, you don't hold down a turbo. You push it once, maybe twice for a boost, but you don't hold it!
Do we have a replacement beryllium sphere on board?
Computer, do we have a replacement beryllium sphere on board?
Negative. No reserve beryllium spear exists on board.
No, we don't have an extra beryllium sphere.
You know, that's really getting annoying.
I have one job on this lousy ship. It's stupid, but I'm going to do it. Got it?
Sure, no problem.
Suddenly, the doors open and 7 aliens enter, led by Malthasar. They look very serious. Guy exchanges an uh-oh glance with Tommy, but the aliens fall to one knee, lowering their heads.
1,000 apologies. We have failed you.
You, what? What are you talking about?
We have seen you victorious in many more desperate situations. The fault must lie with us, with the ship.
Gwen shoots Jason a glance. Tell them. No. Listen, Malthasar, it's not your fault. He can't bring himself to finish.
We're not the people you think we are.
I don't understand.
Malthasar, don't you have television on your planet? Theater? Films?
The historical documents of your culture? Yes, in fact, we have begun to document our own history from your example.
No, not historical documents. They're not all historical documents. I mean, surely you don't think Gilligan's Island is a...
Malthasar and the others exchange sad glances.
Those poor people. Oh boy.
Malthasar and the others exchange quizzical looks.
Does no one on your planet behave in a way that is contrary to reality?
Ah, you speak of
Unable to bring the words to mind, he confers with his fellows.
deception, lies.
Well, sort of.
We have become aware of these concepts only recently in our dealings with Ceres. Often Ceres will say one thing and do another, promise us mercy and deliver destruction. It is a concept we are beginning to learn at some great cost. But if you are saying that any of you could have traits in common with Ceres...
He starts to laugh, and the other aliens join in.
You are our protectors, our heroes. You will save us.
Suddenly, a view screen lights up, and we see Fred on the monitor from down in the generator room.
Hey, Commander, listen, we found some beryllium on a nearby planet. We might be able to get there if we reconfigure the solar matrix in parallel for endothermic propulsion. What do you think?
Yes, absolutely. Fred turns to the two young techs next to him, then licks and sticks two sticky gold stars on their wrists. They beam.
Correct. Gold star for you, and a gold star for you.
Try to
And
keep
13 is me. Section 13, exterior ship. The ship lumbers away slowly forward. In the distance, we see the swirling globe of a colorful and mysterious planet. Interior service pod bay later. Jason, Gwen, Tommy, Fred, and Guy enter the small service pod. Quellic, and Alexander's protege, steps forward and hands Alex a device.
Dr. Lazurus, here's your service mapper. I have programmed it to the coordinates of a beryllium sphere of a sufficient density.
Thanks.
Good luck with your mission, sir. By Grabthar's hammer, by the sons of Warven, I wish you well.
What did we talk about?
Right. Sorry, sir.
Interior surface pod. Tommy pilots the craft as the pod approaches the beautiful and mysterious planet. Guy looks out the window nervously.
I changed my mind. I want to go back.
After the big fuss you made about not getting left behind on the ship.
Yeah, but that's when I thought maybe I was the crewman that stays on the shin or something. Is up there, and then it kills me. But now I'm thinking I'm the guy who gets killed by some monster 5 minutes away after 5 minutes after we have landed on the planet.
Guy, you're not going to get killed on the planet, okay?
Oh, I'm not. Then what's my last name?
Your last name?
Yeah. What is it?
I don't know.
No. Nobody does. Do you know why? Because my character isn't important enough for a last name. Because I'm going to die 5 minutes in. Why bother to come up with a last name for me?
Guy, you have a last name. We just don't know it.
Do I? For all you know, I'm just crewman number 6. Okay, it's Fleegman! Guy Fleegman there! Now I'm a whole person! I can't die! Fleegman, they can't kill me now, can they? God!
Slaps him.
I am the hysterical guy who needs to be slapped and then I die.
Are we there yet?
Exterior surface pod. The pod makes its way toward the surface. Interior pod. The ship shakes as it lands. Everyone exchanges anxious glances. As they set down, everyone applauds, complimenting Tommy on the landing. Tommy looks away, shamed. Autopilot. Everyone looks away, disappointed. Suddenly, the hatch opens with a loud shoop of air decompression. Fred has opened it.
What are you doing? You don't just open the door. It's an alien planet. Is there air? You don't know, do you?
Fred sniffs the air. Seems okay. Guy sighs. Exterior planet surface day. The 6 exit the craft tentatively. Guy looks around, apprehensive.
Which way, Alex?
Alexander looks down at his mapper.
This way. Wait, no, that way.
They turn in the opposite direction. You were holding it upside down, weren't you?
Shut up.
You know, with the makeup and everything, I actually thought he was smart for a second.
You think you could do better, Laredo?
Hey, watch that Laredo crap.
We're screwed. We're so screwed.
All right, let's settle down. If we're going to get through this, we're going to have to exercise self-control.
Self-control? That's funny, coming from the guy that slept with every moon princess and Tarakian slave girl on the show.
Did it ever occur to you that if you had been a little more supportive, you could have held on to me?
I could have held on to you.
We're really going to do this here?
Section 14.
Rocky Incline, Spookyville. It's darker here, more menacing. Jagged cliff overhang form spooky shapes. Guy looks around nervously.
How much further?
Alexander measures the distance on the device between his fingers and holds them up about this much.
What's that scale? Is that 10 miles, 100 miles?
This much. Guy glances back to see the rocky trench they just passed. They just passed through. The rock shapes jutting through the walls look vaguely like arms and hands. Suddenly, Guy yells as he drops out of frame. The others turn to see him on the ground, struggling, his foot lodged in a crevice in the landscape.
It's got me! It's got me! See? 5 minutes, I told you!
Jason runs back and starts to help extricate Guy. He pulls his foot free and looks around.
Something grabbed me. It did!
The others shake their heads and continue forward. Guy rises, trying to put his shoe back on as he runs to catch up.
Easy, son. It's just your imagination. Hang tough.
He clasps Guy's shoulder in a commanderly way.
You're playing your good side.
Don't be ridiculous.
And note the sucked-in gut.
Sleeves rolled halfway up the biceps. It's the rugged pose.
They all nod in agreement. Jason is about to object when suddenly everyone is stopped in their tracks by spooky alien whispering and the sound of critters climbing around the surrounding cliffs.
That's it. Hey, that's what's going to kill me.
Jason.
Let's just pick up the pace a little, shall we?
Crest of hill. They climb to the crest, out of breath. Guy arrives last, and they clear the ridge and look down onto valley below. Mining outpost. Below, there's a small abandoned mining facility. Wind whistles through various structures and power stations. In the center of the outpost sits a large, shimmering boulder.
There it is, the beryllium sphere.
End of the first half of script.
Ooh,
That's
leave him on a
the-
cliffhanger, cat.
Yep.
Literally.
If you haven't seen this movie, what happens on this planet is pretty fun. So come back next week or watch it in between.
Oh, you guys did great. This is so much fun.
So fun.
Was.
Gosh. Every bit of the movie came back to me. I'm sorry. I had so much fun. Yeah. That was so good.
And here I'm looking at 5 people. No, there were more actors, were there? Just 5. Oh, okay.
We did have 7 casts. We ended up having to 3 dropped out and 1 jumped in. Thank you very much for that, Jacob. We really appreciate having another actor fill in. It was so much fun.
Wonderful when Jacob can join us. I think he can join us more often.
And I'm happy you guys are always doing it. It's awesome.
Oh,
I
yes.
mean, if it weren't for Jacob, we wouldn't exist at all. So
No, I don't think so.
It wasn't for Kat and Vicki and all of you guys to keep it going, it wouldn't exist at all.
yes.
No, we were going to postpone, actually.
Oh,
If you hadn't shown up. We figured we could maybe do it with 5, but 4 would be a bit of a stretch for as many crew members as we had to cover tonight. So yeah, so we're really, really glad that you jumped in. So
glad I could join this expedition. It was fun.
oh yeah.
So,
It was.
Heather, are you going to watch the movie in between?
I will try.
You got it. So good.
You have to. It's
Here next week, so maybe do it the week after, and I might.
I think it's on Pluto. It is on Pluto. Yeah. Which is free. No matter what. You don't even have to sign up. It just commercials in between, but they're not that long.
I have the
Stream.
DVD somewhere.
I know, right? I think they're like protecting it. So it's like on Pluto with annoying ads. But that's a good thing. There's also a really cool thing that they came out with a couple of years ago, which was like a reunion special. I don't think Tim Allen was on it, and of course, I think it was
Of
past.
course not. Of course, the commander is too good to go and show up on this special reunion thing. Of course.
I
Just
know.
like him. Just like-
And then, of
Good
course,
character.
Alan Rickman didn't because I think they filmed it before he passed or after he passed.
Oh.
But Sigourney Weaver, it's really cool. It says like a little facts that are probably now typed up on IMDb anyways, or BD. Yeah, DB. I did it right. But yeah, it's kind of cool. It's good. Reunion doc. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's got a fun ending too, so
Yes.
which I won't spoil.
So when is the next read? Is it next week or the week after?
The next read is next week, and then I can't remember. I think it's 3, and I think we have one more right after. I could be wrong, but and then not till the end of August because I've got 2 weeks where I'm not available to read in between. So,
Okay, well.
but yeah, for not having read the script, Heather, that was remarkable. Your portrayal of Gwen was spot on.
Thank you. I actually used to be as blonde as she was. If you see past pictures of me on my Facebook, I was actually that blonde when I was younger.
Oh, really?
Yes. I take after my grandmother in that regard. She was very blonde when she was alive. With actually that type of hair as well, but it was more curly.
Mm-hmm.
My grandmother Pearl and I had similar hair when I was about 14.
Mine's just turning on gray. It had shades of red in it before, but now it's mostly gray.
You guys
I
are just
love that
lucky
they
to
made-
have hair. Just kidding.
There you go. Yeah.
You know what? I can't, I don't want you to be offended, but I can't imagine you with hair, Jacob. I can't. You're perfect the way you are.
Like,
You're welcome.
Most people I know that are bald like really pull it off. I'm not attracted to that. I'm not saying I'm attracted to your problem here. It's fine. I didn't say anything. Okay. I will say though, I love that they make Sigourney Weaver's hair blonde because she's not. And and then she's always had a beautiful, sorry, oh my God, I can say this, I'm a woman. She's just so hot and alien, just everybody give me that. And so they just so anti-typecast of her, like hiking up her boobs and making her blonde was just very funny to me in this movie. I thought it was awesome. Yeah, it's just not her style, but she went for this comedy and it's one of the movies. Yeah. And it looks like some studio made her dye her hair blonde, which is kind of the comedy in it too. Yeah, or something. I love it.
It's quite often the roles in which we're not really familiar with and where we shine the most.
Yeah, yes. Toni Collette doing Hereditary. She was I'll never do a horror film. Oh, okay, I'll do this one. It's one of the scariest movies ever. Yeah, she's so good in it. Yeah.
And this is just such a fun spoof too. I mean, I love the line of well, maybe we should just start a Star Trek club, and everyone just stares down at Brandon's friend and Hollister.
They're such Galaxy Quest fans. Yeah, that's so funny. They're like, what? No, Star Trek. Yeah.
yeah, so good.
In this spoof world, yeah.
But it's obviously modeled on it, especially with the commander sleeping with all the alien women and
and becoming a drunk later, struggling actor, it's just
and Guy positive he's gonna die because he doesn't have a last name.
yeah.
What other differences did you?
Somebody, yeah. I probably just named Guy, and people were just making him an extra throughout his career in film. It's I swear I'm a person. Yeah, that was so funny. I have a last name.
So you were saying, Jacob?
Well, I was going to ask you. You mentioned how there's some differences from the movie. What are some that you
Yes. So in the beginning when the fans, Jason's signing his autographs and he's on his own table by himself and the rest of them are on their own table. There are all those lines about when the commander's saying this is what a commander should be like, right? He should be brave and he should be smart and he should be strong and whatever those actual words were. And everyone else is yeah, right. But for this, and this, they totally cut that scene out and only reference it in the bathroom scene later when the two guys are, saying how you heard them talking about him, but we never actually get to hear the words that they're saying about the commander. We just get the bathroom scene where the two critical guys are complaining about him. So that's one of the differences.
That also makes it the eventual movie very funny. Is they're all you don't even show up for these. We keep doing it because we're struggling actors and we need to get paid to go to these Comic-Cons, and you barely show up and you think you're the shit. So they all don't like him and they're annoyed by his alcoholic tendencies. There's a lot of more backstory to Jason's stuff. I love
And
it.
then
To
I
be
think
fair,
they don't, when they're touring the ship, they have a huge long scene where they're touring on the ship and seeing all the different areas, and we get to see the crew, the barracks room with the 200 some folks saluting the commander.
They're
But
like
we don't,
freaking
yeah, but we don't get to see some of the other rooms, like Alan Rickman character's room, with the no bed,
bathroom.
right, and the spikes. We don't get to see that, or the shower. And so some of the dining room scenes, were cut out there too. We do get to see the blood ticks and him saying, "Oh yeah, just like Mother used to make." So a few of those are in there, but they cut out a lot of the stuff that I think it just make it flow a little faster, because that is a pretty long scene in the script.
And like a lot of that you mentioned, like save money to like do the visual effects for all those different things.
Oh
and
yeah.
the sets.
to be fair, going back to Hayley, like I've actually worked and been at Comic Cons, like they are very busy and the stars get very busy and they get very tired. So it's long days, and they kind of represented that part of the film quite accurately. The stars kind of get tired after a while and they get cynical, and they work very hard and they don't get enough kudos for as hard as they work at those conventions. And I don't know, some fans don't respect them as much as they should, and it's sad.
Yeah, they're like, I did a movie 20 years ago. Like, I'll take a fan pick, but it can get crazy, yeah, because there's just like, there's always a cult fandom of things, right? Especially space-related things. Like, what? Right?
Some of the fans can get outright, I don't know if the word is entitled is good, but they can get outright freaking mad when a star just wants to take a breath. And it's quite sad. People need to be more respectful to the stars who actually give their time and their energy to go and do these things for the fans, because stars are human too and they need to take breaks sometimes, and we need to be respectful of that.
And this is quite timely for anybody watching it live, because I think San Diego Comic-Con was just last weekend,
Yeah.
2 days ago.
And just to be clear, I'm not insulting fans, but we all need to be more respectful of the human element of fandom, and that even celebrities are human and they deserve respect too. And yeah.
What? No, they're just characters. We know them. We see them.
No,
all-
I've worked, like I literally worked 3 different, like actually no, 4 or 5 different conventions. And yeah, celebrities have human needs and we all need to treat each other a little more human. And I really did appreciate Hayley's comments about how the stars were tired, and they represented that part of it very well. Of course, after being in the spotlight for how many years, of course they get tired and need moments, but they also deserve respect to have those moments. They deserve their right to have those moments, and the fans just need to kind of settle down a little bit and say, hey, they will get to us, they will respect us, but we need to respect them in return. We can't just demand their time, demand performances or whatever. They're human first.
And on that note, to a little teaser for next week, the kid that he bumped into has a big, Brandon, big part next week.
Yeah.
Or 2 weeks from now, whenever
Yep.
read this
Brandon
thing.
and friends.
Sadly, I will not be here, so
And I like too the fact that this movie does address the movie itself does address the fact that the stars get tired, that they are actors, but they are not exactly the same as their characters, And they also do mention, that the line that caught me with the fans was, it's one thing for the actors to treat each other the way they do when they're upset with each other, but for when Gwen talks about the commander's reaction to his fans and how he got angry. This is just a show, guys, and he's like, it's one thing to lose it with each other, but quite another to lose it with your fans. Yeah. And so, I thought that was a nice way of, it's a spoof, but it's also breaking that fourth wall a bit, with here's the show, and then here's the show within the show, and here's the show behind the show, and such.
That's probably why actors have handlers at the convention. That's another thing. I don't know if you've been to many conventions, any of you. That's probably why actors have handlers. They can step in and kind of make sure things don't get too difficult for the actor or too intense between actor and fan, and they just kind of moderate things to make sure everything's safe and pleasant.
One thing I did notice, though, where the show did spend its money, the scene where Tommy's taking the ship out of the spaceport and onto in into the. They really do a really nice job of that whole ship just screeching across the thing, and the whole line of aliens just like, is this really?
They're like,
Is this really our hero? And the ship is like crashing against the space dock, and
right,
they did a nice visual effect with that.
And it's one of the funniest moments ever. It's that like physical comedy kind of thing. I mean, maybe not. Yeah, that works. Yeah. Oh, it's so funny. And he's like, okay, hold on. And I love even the character I played. He was like, go a little slower, man. You're not doing this real good, aren't you? It's so funny. I love that part. I also think they did a lot of good special effects with so at the very beginning when like the other people, like so the main cast of the show is already on the ship and then the other people show up, the aliens are to their true form and they're these like grotesquely like, well, they're, I don't know, they're kind of cute. I don't know, it's funny. They're like pretty much this weird conglomeration of animals, but like mainly like kind of like a squid octopus kind of vibe, and that's something that's freaking them out too because they see them in their main form and they're like, what the? So all of the aliens that are like people in it are really like they actually look like that when they go to their like real form. It's so funny. So they're in like massive shock at that point. I love that part too. So but I think the CGI on that was actually pretty good for its time, right, with the aliens being like
I feel like all the CGI, unless I'm misremembering, in this movie were very well done.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, no, they did a great job with it.
Yeah.
And it's still got a huge fan base. It's like that documentary you were mentioning at the beginning. When they talked about the 20-year anniversary, whatever. One of the people on it, I only caught the teaser part of it, but they're like, yeah, who hasn't seen Galaxy Quest? Who doesn't know about it? And the fans were all like, assuming that everyone must have seen it because it's their thing, right? How can anyone not like it? So it was inconceivable to them that someone had not heard of it or seen it.
Oh,
I recommend it.
let's just not go that far. I've heard of it. I just haven't seen it. I think my dad saw it like when he was alive. He might have seen it. I wish I could have asked him.
Because you love Star Trek so much, is that one reason you've stayed away from it? Or no, it has nothing to do with
I
it?
don't know, but I just know he used to watch all the
blasphemy.
things on our Netflix and TV, and I just don't know. I was more of a Trekkie, as was he, and yeah.
Probably why I swimmed into this very easily because it's like totally a spoof on all that. Yeah.
But also not like making fun of it. It's like enduring, like love, like they still show respect for it, I feel like.
Exactly. Yes. Even in the way that we were talking about earlier, with the I guess parody or sarcasm of the whole idea of rabid fans. I am not using the correct words. Either one of those didn't work. No, but you know what I mean. Yeah, it's all to show. Yeah, I guess like they're so bored of it, and then they actually experience it, and that's the movie. And it's such a great concept. It really is. And it's also a simple concept, but the way it was done within the final draft, right, was just so funny and so brilliant. The whole thing is really.
Like it's written well here. It's very well executed.
Yeah, I agree.
I recommend it to anybody. Like, yeah.
The script that we read was actually pretty entertaining in that way, though, that it was different. I thought it was cool. Yeah.
It was close. It was very close, but there were definitely some differences.
Yeah, especially in the beginning. Yeah.
I don't know. It sort of reminds me of the original series. I don't know if anybody's into that, but I kind of am. I'm old. Kind of.
Series?
Oh my gosh,
The
yeah.
original series of Star Trek, Jacob.
Yeah. That one,
Like,
no,
Captain Kirk and his women and the yeoman, and yeah.
Never heard of it. I don't know.
Oh, God.
I love it because it's like, I don't mean this weird, like, oh my God, please don't comfort me. I can like kind of fall asleep to it in a good way, like in a comforting way. You know what I mean? I don't
Yeah.
fall asleep to things unless I want to fall asleep to it and it means it's good. Like, I don't know, even history, like YouTube videos, I'm like, oh yes, Catherine Potty.
And,
You know-
meeting the cast of the original series is quite fun too.
Yeah,
Well,
they're-
like they say, like Malthasar says, right? Not everyone gets a chance to meet their heroes.
Well, I have a list. I'll confess it later, though. Anybody wants to know the list up
I
there.
love you. I think that's it.
Also found
William
fascinating.
Shatner is on the list. I will confirm, and so is George Takei, and
Yeah.
and Walter Koenig.
Those are of value.
The premise of this show, of course, is that the aliens, the Thermians, had no concept of the difference between the historical documents and a television show. The telling of lies for entertainment was a concept that was so foreign to them, and this movie kind of hinges on that as a linchpin. As far as making the story work.
I think so too. I think if you were to speak of themes, like that theme is major in the plot. I hope we pulled off to the audience that happens, but I think we did. But that's one of my favorite things as well, is like it's almost a play within a play, but not really, because it is for these aliens, these people. They like look up to this show and really think it's real, and I think that's so fun. I can't even think of another movie that does that as well as Galaxy Quest, if I really think about it.
I wouldn't say as well, but this is made in 1999. 10 years later, the Ricky Gervais movie, The Invention of Lying.
Oh my God. Okay, you got me
came out
there.
in 2009. Oh, I'm not, yeah.
No, Ricky Gervais is one of, like, I don't know. I love him and I love his movies, and he usually like writes and directs it. But yeah, go ahead. Yeah, I think he wrote and directed that. Okay. But go ahead.
I think it makes it so sweet, though, the fact that you can get to be an adult and not really understand lying. It was the emotions of the aliens, Malthasar especially to portray, it was so innocent. Every time he was sad, he was really truly sad, and every time he was happy, he was like so happy, and it was just raw emotion the whole time through. So when he was proud and he was anxious and all these things, but he was never deceitful. He's just so honest and bright, and that's something we don't, as adults, we don't see in other adults very often, and that makes it such a I don't know, it just hits right here.
Well said. I was gonna type that in the chat. Well said.
Yeah. If you watch that scene, like it's very emotional.
Even oh my God, Quasar, why can't I think of his name?
Quellen?
Yeah, that actor was so funny. He was like, he's Dr. Luck. You know what? He was like so, like, I was like, you're so sweet.
We don't want to specify it, but like that whole thing that they're working through the movie pays off so well at the end, like as well.
It starts though with Malthasar. Like Malthasar, he's like the kind. He's like, oh, come, oh, we've got you, and you do that so brilliantly. By the way, God, it was insane at that point, so good. But yeah, I love the aliens in this. They're sweet. Yeah, and also we think of aliens as like scary, and they're the dark ones. And of course, in Star Trek and stuff, you have the evil aliens from different planets, but they're so cute.
Oh, not all aliens in Star Trek are evil. That tells me
Yeah, that's kind of a thing, right? Yeah.
Star Trek more.
But this one, they're sweet. They're like, we just believe in you. Uh-huh.
Well, I'm looking forward to reading part 2. I haven't actually read through the script really for part 2. I just kind of like glanced at it and divided it into sections, but haven't had a chance to go through and look and see how it differs from the movie. But it should still be quite fun to do.
Indeed.
Perfectly. Part 2 is great. I actually quite can't remember what happened.
Well, I'm not going to give you any hints.
No. Put on that Tubi.
Come back next week for the final episode of, and then to never do it again, like the movie. Just kidding.
The whole
Omega
group.
13. Mm-hmm.
Cat presses a red button and the whole group is it's done. No season part 2.
I hope that never
Nothing else
happens.
happens. No more reads. No.
Well, the Zoom window does have this little red button on the bottom that says end. Okay, I could do that. And we could all go poof.
Red
But-
thing.
If we're tired, we should do it proper.
But we should do it properly, yes. We should just say a nice, pleasant good night. And some of us need to get dinner, I know. So
Yes. But do stay in touch. Good things are coming. Great
Alright.
things are coming.
and we'll catch you out in YouTube land hopefully next week as well. So for our
Yes.
conclusion episode. All right. Have a good night, you all.
Sure.
Bye.
Bye.
Good
Have
night.
fun storming the castle.
Yes. Take care. Bye-bye.
Inconceivable.
You keep saying that word. I don't think that word means what you think it means.
Oh my God. Love you all.
Princess Bride Bye, y'all.